Hello, welcome back everyone to the next video in our full stack developer series. In this video, we are diving deeper into many-to-many table relationships. So this time, we'll be using the second approach to get it done. So with this method, we'll keep the data table structure. You can see here, we still have 3 tables, right? But we are going to add one extra field to the user table. Okay, you can see here, we added a field here. So why? Well, technically we could skip it, yeah. But since we're working with Java code here and defining an user address entity, it'd be a shame to let its table go to waste, right? So it makes sense to throw it a bit more data, to make it more useful, right? Alright, so this is the script of the SQL. You can get it from the link below in the description. Alright, so after you run the script, we have the data structure, and then you can go back to the IntelliJ IDEA, and we will change a little bit to implement this this relationship. Okay, so you can see here we have in the previous video we just have 2 tables and two entities, and in this video, in this approach, we need to create an entity for the table user address. So you can create another Java class and put the name user address for the same name with a table in a database. So this is entity, so you also need to put the entity annotation and the table annotation with the name equal the user address. Okay, and inside that we have the address, right? We have the address, and we also have the user, right? A user, and the extra field that we have put it in, that is the day register at. Okay, so we just config for the field, for this field first, because this is just a normal field, a normal column in the database. Okay, the name is a register, register at, register it, and here register it. All right, and because this is the datetime, so we need to config the date for it. Okay, the temporal annotation with the temporal type, because we use the day. You can see in the SQL we use the datetime here, so in here the type is the timestamp, and because this field will automatically create at the same time we insert a relationship. Okay, the same time we insert this, so we need to put the creation here, creation timestamp here, to automatically generate the timestamp at the current time. Alright, so we just finished for the field, for the extract field, and now before we configure this field, we need to create the key, the primary key for this table. Okay, so every table must have the primary key. Okay, you can see in the table user address, you see we have a primary key combo here by the user ID and the address ID here. So this entity is the same, so we need to create a primary key for it. So we will use the composite key. Okay, we can use composite key. That is also the name of this approach. In the entity, you can create another. Alright, for cleaner, you need to create another package, and you can put this is maybe key. Okay, and inside the package, you will create a Java class, and you can put the names user address key. And because this is a key, so you need to use the embed label annotation, and also implement the serializable. Okay, and inside that we have two columns, two fields for the key, the user ID and the address ID. Okay, and don't forget to configure for them with the column, the name equal the user ID, and for the address ID, the address ID. Okay, and don't forget to create the getter and setter for them. Generate the getter and setter, choose on and click OK. Okay, go back to the user address entity, and here we will define primary key for it. Primary brackets, user address key ID, and use the embedded ID for this primary key. And okay, that's it for the primary key. Now we continue to configure the address and the user. And now, because this entity is also a bridge to link in the entity, the user with the address. Okay, so we need to define the relationship here, many to 1. So why we use many to 1 here? Because you see even the user and the address have a many to many relationship, but if you see the relationship between user and the user address is just 1 to many, right? 1 to many. So that's why the user address relationship with the have a relationship with the user is many to 1 here. So then we need to use an annotation named map ID. Okay, and put the address ID here, and then we need to put the join column. So now we have the name is address ID. Okay, So you can see we have a relationship many to one from the user address to the address. You can check it in your SQL script. So you see an address have alright, we have a user address who have the address ID to link into the address, right? So because we don't use the unique, right? Sorry, unique keyword here. So unique key here. So the address ID can be duplicated, right? So that's why the user address will have multiple. We have some duplicated address ID. So that's why we can say user address has many address, right? Okay, I believe that you can understand here. So just go back to configure the remaining field, that is user. So for the user, we will configure the same. Just change the value here is the user ID. And also for the zone column, you should change the user ID like this. Not out loud here. Yeah, I copy. I missing copy the @ symbol. Okay. Alright. After we finish for configuration, the annotation, we don't forget to create the getter and setter for all the fields. Alright. And then now we just go back to the user, because now we use the user address entity for the bridge. So now we don't need to use the join table here, and also the relationship. Now we create the relationship with a different. Now the one to many. Okay, and map it with the user. So the user here is the name from the user address entity. Okay, please note this. You can copy the name, the value, the name here, and put here. Okay, and for the list now, okay, now we have a user, and now because we create a relationship one to many with the user address entity, not the address entity. So we need to change the list to use the user address. Okay, you can get some confused here, but after you create you repeat to watch my video again, or you repeat to write the code, you can understand more. But believe me, I think this is more easier that you can imagine. Alright, so we change the name to user addresses here, and yeah, we remove the getter and setter and just generated them again for the new field here. Alright, so now instead of linking directly to the address, we link in the user to the user address, and we can use this list to print the address. Okay, do you understand? We link to the user entity. We have the list of the user entity, the user address entity, and then we can get the value of the user, of the address inside this entity, right? And here we, okay, just remove this method. And now for the user address, the address entity, now we do the same with this. Okay, we do the same. Now the address is one to many with the and here we put the address. The list now is also the user address. Change it to user addresses. Okay, you can see here we have the same name. You see, user addresses in the address entity and users addresses in the user entity, right? So you can see because inside the user address entity we have user, right? So if we have this, we can access to the user or we can access to the address. So now the relationship just between the user with the user address and the address with the user address. Very, very easy, right? So just do more to complete this. Okay, just generate the getter and setter. Because my list is list is not very rich, my vocabulary, so I can explain in more detail for you. So I think I can improve more and more in the short future, but in this time just cannot to explain the whole thing for you. I'm sorry about that, but I believe you can understand, right? Just write a code and listen in from me as much as possible. Just do that. Okay, thank you very much. All right, so let's continue. Now the address, we also can access the user address. Okay, and now we just go back to the app and create a new text for this, and we just give to use the user here, user, get the user, and inside the address, because now the user is not linking directly to the addresses list, so we need to get another list. That is the get user, get the address use, the user addresses, right? And here we use user addresses, we change it to, and also this, also choose user address. And here we can print the address by using the user address, and then you get the address inside this, inside the user address, right? And also here for the address we get the city inside the object address. All right, very easy. So now just run the code to see what happened, to see the result. Oh, I'm sorry. Because we have a new entity, right? So we need to I always forget this. Okay, because I don't prepare many scripts, so I forget to add this. So to fit this, you need to add the user address here for the configuration of the Hibernate. Okay, this line just add a class to the annotation system, so then the Hibernate can know know the classes that it manages. Okay, so now just go back to the app and run it again. Alright, now we have here the same result with the previous video, right? For example, we have the user 2 who had some address street 2 like this, and yeah, we see but first we get the list user, and then to get the list of the address we just use the user address list here, and you can do reverse by getting the address list first, and then to get the list of user you can use the user address here and also get the user. Okay, and that's it for today's lesson. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like and hit that subscribe button. Got any question or suggestions, drop them in the comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.